One of the best things about the PS Vita is their third-party applications. Once you jailbreak it, you can install all sorts of amazing homebrew on it, and one of the best applications is called Vita Launcher. This is version 3.9 available now to install on your Vita, and it's really an amazing application. And what it simply does, it gathers all of your games, all of your applications, and throws it into one launcher. The PS Vita is limited to 300 bubbles, and this developer here solved that problem of gathering all of your games, all of your applications, all of your utilities, everything, emulators, you name it, all in one. And it's one of the best applications to install on your PS Vita. So let's dive into it and take a closer look. So here we are in the Vita launcher, and I'm just in love with these different icons. Very nostalgic, and I would not change any of this. Looks really good. And there's a total of 3 pages here that I have set up for categories. We have ports, originals, homebrews, emulator, utilities towards the end, and all of our different emulators. Very, very nice. And what I love about this application is that it can download the thumbnails that are missing. For example, here I have my Game Boy Advance emulator, and I do have the ROMs in their proper location, scanned, ready to go. However, I don't have these thumbnails. So when I was doing the whole scan, it wasn't able to pick up on some of these games. I'm not sure why, but it's very easy to get those thumbnails. All you have to do is open up the settings by pressing triangle, and what you want to do is go to download thumbnails in GBA category, select it by pressing X, go down to OK, and then it will begin to scan your ROMs. Obviously you need to be connected to the internet in order for this to work properly, and it will gather those thumbnails and put them accordingly to each ROM, which is very nice. We also have a Vita selection. Big fan of this. Looks awesome. And some of them are missing, like the PSM runtime. But for the most part, it looks great. Very, very happy with this application. And it's by far one of my favorites. It's on the top 5 homebrew applications for the PS Vita. Let's check out another category. And there's a bunch of guides already out there, and I'll have a link in the description down below so you can go check out all the different guides that helps you go and change parental controls, customize the categories, import ROMs, create folders, so on and so forth. So those how-to guides will be in the description down below. Checking out ports here, there's none. Here's originals, none. Homebrews, I did pick up on all of that. And it does have the imported games. So I have Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, Kiro Blaster, Nazi Zombies, Max Payne. So Max Payne and these others should be imports. And I'll dive a lot deeper into this application and possibly do my own how-to guides here on the channel. But yeah, the settings are very basic and simple. In the settings, we can go to actions, we can check for updates. Going into category, we can change the way that the whole interface is set up. So we can do like a scroll grid, we can do a list, and we can do grid rows by 2, 3, 4x4, 4x3, or 3x4. Let's change it to 2, and now we have much bigger squares if you're into that. Now let's go back into 3. Let's change it to 3x4. See how this looks. Yeah, that doesn't look so good. Back to 4x3. Not a big fan of that one either, so let's go down to 4x4. And that looks a lot better. I feel like the icons are at a good size, or the correct size. So as far as how the games are loaded, let's go into PlayStation, for example, and let's open up Bugs Life. So we can boot up to either RetroArch or Adrenaline, and that's very good. We have different options to boot into. And what it'll simply do is you just select, for example, Adrenaline, and you can now actually go in here and change some of these settings before you open up. So that is a very nice feature about the Vita launcher. We have the drivers, plugins, CPU speed. It's pretty amazing. So if you haven't already downloaded this and tried it, I definitely would advise to get this immediately. As far as RetroArch, there's not a whole lot of options here. We could just hit OK, and it will open up RetroArch. Go to that specific game we selected, and it should start right away. There is a few bugs, but I think it's worth having and just giving it a shot. And hopefully we can get some more updates for the application. That way we can just weed out all of these bugs. If you're interested in this application, I do have a link in the description down below, so you can download the VPK and install it on your system. And that is basically it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot here with the whole YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.